Greetings, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, very well. I didn't expect to see you out so quick. Did you all notice this happening already in the pipeline?
I was heard rumours of it, but I was almost shocked when I saw Wadi get in the ring on Saturday. But it's good. I thought it was in talks, but it hadn't been done yet. But I was happy that it was done anyway. So here we are.
You seem very composed up here today in the press conference. Like your mind's very clear. Kind of like you've already done this. You know what I mean? That sense of you see yourself winning and continuing positively. What puts you in that mind state?
Just experience. As I said, I've headlined shows before. I've done 11 plus press conferences before. All of this stuff is normal to me, and also I've sparred Wadi. I know what Wadi's about, and for me it's a formality. Not overlooking him. I'm still going to train, get myself in great shape, practice stuff, and then I'm going to show it on fight day.
You seem very humble, so keeping in that spirit. What are the chinks in his armoury that you see, or that kind of make this fight a?
No one's asked me that question yet, and that's a good question. Chinks in his armour is that he's not explosive. He's got very one-paced, and if he does change the pace, he leaves himself very vulnerable. He's southpaw, but yet he's still aggressive. So he walks, he puts the pressure on, which as a southpaw you should more likely be a counter-puncher because you have a advantage counter-punching depending on who you're fighting. I've got a long straight right hand and a decent and growing left hook. So my two power punches are, even if I miss 5 of them, the one that lands is going to do damage. So there's lots of minuses for him. Also, he's had a lot of wars. The list goes on, do you know what I mean? So for me, it is what it is. Like my main thing is just practice and stuff. So I might let him get comfortable throwing punches, so I can work on seeing punches in a professional ring. So the stuff I was meant to do against the journeyman, I didn't do. I went in and blasted them out in 1 round, blasted them out in 2 rounds. But now I want to work on like seeing punches with 10-ounce gloves, blocking, controlling, setting traps, switching stances, but not for no reason, for a reason, to set up a different angle, to set up a movement pattern. Just different mindsets as well. Sorry if I'm talking too much, but like different mindsets. So yeah, different mindsets. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes on in a boxing room that people outside might not realise. They just see punches, but it's how comfortable is the opponent feeling? How comfortable are you feeling? I might see an opening for a shot, but because I'm thinking of a counter punch, I might not throw it. I might create. Like I said, I'm going to show a lot of this fight that depending on how Wadi comes. I think Wadi's going to train very hard, and as we know, he always comes to throw a lot of punches and give a lot of himself out there. So we'll see.
You talk about mindsets, mentalities, different ways to approach a fight. Talk about your peers, some of those that are operating at the sharp end of the sport now, belt holders. Who impresses you, and who do you look at and think, yeah, I'd like to nick a bit of that, nick a bit of this?
Oh, as in skill-wise? Terence Crawford. A lot of old school fighters. Who else? Obviously AJ, just on being able to perform at that kind of level with that kind of pressure. Current guys, Canelo. Really like Canelo.
When you're not in boxing, do you watch a lot of boxing?
Yeah, well now I do because I've been, it's like homework for me now. I've been told I have to do it, yeah. But it's interesting what you can actually learn watching other fighters if you've got, if you know what you're looking for. So obviously I'm a smart enough guy, but I haven't had the schooling in how to watch fights or what to look out for. But obviously with the training setup I've got now, we do a lot more of that. So I'm looking for foot positioning and stuff, like even mistakes that I've made throughout my whole career. Now when I watch old fights, I'm like, oh, really? And I'm still not perfect. I mean, I watched my fight on Saturday, and there's still a lot of stuff I need to work on, but there's progress, do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm happy with.
You seem so comfortable with the way you're moving. 2 fights already under your belt, or well, come March 23rd anyway. How many more fights do you want to have for 2019?
I want to have 5 this year, so obviously March, hopefully June, depending on if AJ's boxing that card, or if not around that time. Then September, either a step up, or we'll see what's going on with the British scene. So that step up could be European, IBO, the Lebedev fight that Eddie keeps talking about, and then end of the year, a fringe world level type of guy. So in 2020, I'm set for a world title.
This all seems so clear. Penny Boys, let's talk about the way you're branding yourself outside of the ring. I see the movement. I like the way it's growing. Talk about it. What's it mean? What's it about?
Penny Boys is just a collective of a group of. I started off as friends, but in our era with spreading positivity, just showing that it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't determine where you're going to get to, and obviously we've got stuff coming like within the area. I don't want to talk about it yet until it's
solidified.
But we've got stuff coming. Yeah.
Anything? Like England shows, events, sports.
Okay, yeah. So some of them are okay. So all of us do different.
Sad.
Yeah, all of us do different. So obviously some of my friends promote, so I'll help them with that. Other than want to open up healthy eating, stuff like that. Just lots of different things we're putting our pads in. Obviously helping the kids as always, but yeah, we're gonna.
I see you on the kind of meme accounts a lot with your relationship with Miss Banks. It's good. It's I don't really know too many people that kind of exhibit black love in that way and it being embraced in the way it's embraced. I think it's a positive thing. So talk about that though. You said it's mad. That was your first response. You did
because obviously that I'm a boxer. She's a rapper, but when we first started talking, etc., she wasn't obviously at the level she's at and going to. I wasn't at the level I'm at or going to. I think it was even before I went to Olympics. So it's just interesting to see how our relationship has grown and then like people are sort of interested by it.
Has it bore any fruit away from just being people just kind of sharing adulation and showing love? I mean, like in terms of companies approaching you just to embody that whole black love thing.
Definitely, but I've obviously said to her, obviously I'm a boxer, she's a rapper, and we have our own stuff, but if it's going to come together, it has to come together in a natural way, not just to sell it, because obviously I care about her, she cares about me, so we have to have, anything we have to embody has to be something real to us, so that's it, yeah.
I'm asking because a lot of the girls in your office pay a lot of attention. Yeah, no, a lot more people than you might imagine pay attention to it, so keep doing what you're doing. What are you doing for Valentines? I've been told to ask.
Who knows? We'll figure it out. Obviously,
you don't know yet, bruh.
Fortunately, she's doing all right, so she can buy me something. And I do the same. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for your time. Good luck on the 23rd. I'm sure I'll speak to you again before that. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.